All right. Fire signs. Welcome on into your mini mock therapy session for entertainment purposes only. May only love and light come to all listeners and viewers of this message. This is timeless. So whenever you come across it, this is meant for you. But before we get started, I'm going to do a quick check-in. The space has already been cleared. So, friend, you will know this is your reading if you've been feeling like Sam the sheepdog from Looney Tunes. If you have this energy about yourself where you come across like you're asleep and you don't know what's going on, but meanwhile you know everything that's going on, then this is your reading. You're coming up as someone who sees the wolves, and that's crazy. Like the wolves don't. They know that you see them too. Again, this is the thing I'm getting is the Sam the sheepdog with the Wile E. Coyote. You remember on Looney Tunes when he tries to steal the sheep, and he knows that the sheepdog sees him. He's very aware. And then there's like even one episode at the end of it, like where they one at the end of the episode where they clock off duty and they kind of shake hands, you know, like, all right, see you tomorrow, like they're clocking in. So you are aware of the wolves and the wolves are aware of you. You see everything coming. They know that you see things coming. And the next card that comes out here is the empath card. Yes, the empath word. Whether you identify with that word or being an empath, or whether you are just extremely aware of your surroundings, hyper vigilant, able to pick up on the small nuances of things. But right now you're coming up here as having too many ideas. And it's saying that too many ideas is the same thing as having no ideas. So maybe perhaps you could, I'm not saying you should, but maybe you could choose one thing to focus on, and maybe you'll find it more enjoyable to point your energy in a single direction rather than aimlessly scattering it all over the place. So remember, there are only so many hours in the day. So choose the one thing to focus on if you can. So if that sounds familiar, if this sounds like, oh damn, she's spot on with that one, then stay tuned because this is your reading, okay? This is your mini session, okay? All right, fire signs. Let's start off with the kind of spread that we're doing. Remember, we're doing a 5-card spread, the pentagram. And the first cards up are where you're coming from. Right now, you're coming from working very hard on cleansing your space and your energy. Focusing on what matters. Your money. Your potential. Where you put your investments at. Where you are focusing your actual physical money and your actual physical time. And I see that you are focusing on a particular skill right now. That's where you're coming from. You're coming from this particular thing that you were doing for some of you, and you're cleansing yourself from it. This particular job that you were doing, a responsibility that you had, you no longer have to be convinced. You literally believe what you see now. This card says face reality or live in a effing la la land. Choose bravely. And so whatever you're cleansing yourself from, whatever you're removing from your life, that's the direction that you're coming from right now. So as you're coming in, sitting into the chair, the nice little cozy chair that you see on the screen, it's so pretty in here, right? I love it. Where you're going right now, to sleep. So some of you may be taking some sleep medication. Some of you it's actually nighttime over here. Some of you may be getting ready to go to sleep. But you're also going to think about and dream about and manifest, because I see you daydreaming about where you're putting your energy into, where you're putting your money into, where you got the 4 coins comes out here, where you're putting your next adventure. I see you here like literally looking for the money, looking for where to go next. And I see you being quite studious. You're studying. Some of you actually are studying astrology to find matters, and you're doing this very fast. Like you're picking up fast. So if you're here, This is not by accident. You're literally being led here by your ancestors. The grandmother card comes out. The grandchild card comes out. So some of you may have a grandparent who's passed on, who has divinely led you here to get this reading done. But this is where you're going. You're going towards thinking and manifesting and daydreaming. And see, daydreaming is truly manifestation, because the more you start dreaming and thinking and feeling and start believing that's real and start acting like that person that you're dreaming about, that becomes your reality, which is why you are studying what you're studying right now. That's why you're here. So good job. Right now, what's difficult for you? It may be difficult for you to find a sanctuary, to find a safe place to be, solitude, where you can just focus on your crystals and your books and looking at the water and the trees and the mountains and the lakes, and also eating good food. I see some of you like to eat yummy food, some of you like to bake and cook, some of you like to serve things, but also to like the sanctuary. I see you find it very difficult to find a place to be quiet, so you can see where to put your coin at, where to put your Ace of Pentacles at. So that's what's coming up for the difficult thing for you. What makes sense for you right now, fire signs, is this shapeshifter energy that you seem to be in. You know there's a call for change in who you are showing up to be, which is why you may be called to start studying astrology and things. And Big Mama comes up here again, so definitely feel like a grandparent comes up here, a grandfather comes up here, the father of baskets. So you have a masculine and a feminine from the ancestral side, because it's coming out of my ancestral deck, and my right hand just started to ache just now. I started to cramp a little bit. So I got energy through it. You come out here as the high priestess for what makes sense to you. What makes sense to you is your intuition. You following your gut. So remember, everything that happens in this reading, take it as it resonates. This is a timeless reading. So no matter what I say, your intuition will always guide you. And you know that. So I don't have to tell you that. Like, you already know. Like, whatever she tells me, I'm going to take it with a grain of salt anyway. You're that kind of person. I'm being called to pull some yoga cards for you at the end. I don't know why, but that makes sense later. Right now, so that's what's coming up for what makes sense to you. What makes sense to you is the shape-shifting energy for you, transforming who you what people may see you as. The shapeshifter energy is this little Red Riding Hood character here. And the character is not Little Red Riding Hood, but it looks like this because she's with a white wolf. And again, this wolf thing here, like, you see the wolves. You actually hang out with wolves. You don't change. You just know how to be around them. And that's that shapeshifting energy that's coming up in the High Priestess, because you have this awareness, that empathic energy that you have. This is your ultimate goal. What's coming up at number 5 in the Pentacle is your ultimate goal. Your ultimate goal is leadership, to be looked up to, like this Oprah Winfrey energy. I'm not saying you idolize her, but like this energy of helping others, what she quote unquote represents. I don't know if she agrees with it like this or not. But the 4 of Sticks comes here, so maybe I feel like for some of you, there's some healing. The healing cards here on top for the Oracle deck. The ultimate goal for you is to help others heal. I feel like some of you want to help people heal who have had losses with, I hope this is not triggering, but for people who have had stillborns, people who've had complications in pregnancies, or something around pregnancies, something around births, something around that, and being a leader, something around that, something around with women. So if you're being called to do something with women and pregnancies and births and something about that, that's your ultimate goal, I'm hearing. You want to help them heal. And vulnerability is hot. So if you are holding back from being vulnerable, stop it. Be vulnerable. Being vulnerable is hot. People love it. The receive card here, and so Spirit's like literally trying to give you a gift. So I don't know if you're struggling with being vulnerable, but please do not lean into that fear, because it literally is keeping you. Oh, that's your fear. The deception card comes out here. Well, thank you for coming to your mock session, because I definitely found out what's going on. I found your devil. You don't want to be vulnerable, friend. Well, the community card comes here. You are with a friend. You have community. Oh my God. After chakras closing up. Oh my God, you can talk to me. Leave me a comment. Stop being shy. Be a leader and tell me what it is. Go in the comment because I know you're in here. You want to help women. So go ahead and tell me that you want to help women. And yeah, don't be afraid. Like, this is gonna mean we're I'm trying to build the emotional wound clinic. We'll kick people out who judge us. They won't judge you in here. We'll get rid of them. Okay, you can be here. And this card comes out. Same thing earlier. Be effing grateful. So fire sign, be effing grateful. The SH honey iced tea could be much worse. I hope that you stay to the end of this reading. The denial card comes out. Please do not be in denial. Do not repress your emotions. Let me tell you the difference between repression and suppression real quick. Give you a little freebie. Repression is when you can't remember it. You know, being a victim of a childhood abuse and you don't remember it. Suppression is when you remember it and you don't want to. The person you used to date, somebody you've had sexy time with or something like that, or a bad thing that you've done or a feeling that you've had or something, you know, we will push that memory down because we don't want to think about it. We'll suppress it. Now, these things are not bad or good. Remember, defense mechanisms is what this is. It's not that they're not bad or good. They just help protect our ego from anxieties. And there's 3 types of anxieties. And I want to teach that on my Spotify. I'm going to do more teaching on Spotify. I don't want to teach on here. I feel like it'll get long-winded. And then we'll get out of the tarot. So for those of you who want to know more about that kind of stuff, go to Spotify, start following. I'll be uploading as I go. As you can see, I'm working very hard for you guys. Now that I am... now that we're on the same page, now that we're here, I'm going to help y'all. We're going to help each other. And I'm almost going to leave it there before we get out of here. Because I've decided before I end the readings with the mini sessions, I'm going to leave you guys with some homework. Because in my real sessions, I leave people with homework. So I'm going to leave you guys with some homework, okay? So you're going to have a question to answer. And you don't have to put it in the comments. But if you journal with this on your own, that'd be great. I don't respond to people and messages. I'll respond to in the comments, but I'm not gonna. It just gets too busy. If you want to talk to me, you have to go to that MindUp app that's in my link. If you actually need therapy and you're in Georgia, BetterHelp. Other than that, yeah, you're not gonna. I'm not checking my email. I don't got a phone number for you to call. If you want a reading, an individual reading like this kind of reading, you're gonna have to go to the app. It's super easy. All you gotta do is download it and then type my name in. And yeah, it's super. I like it a lot. All right, question. What is the most important thing for me in this moment? So, fire signs, I need you to ask yourself that. What is the most important thing for you right now? What do you want? What's important? And the angel card that comes out for you is procrastination. Fire signs, stop procrastinating and take an adventure. Okay, so go somewhere, do something, maybe perhaps do things that help you do the things that you're supposed to be doing. I wish I knew. If I had more insight, I could tell you individually. So I'm gonna leave it here because this is a collective reading, so take that as it resonates. It's very ambiguous with that one, but at the end of the day, I do know that you're supposed to stop procrastinating and could withhold from procrastinating by focusing on what is important to you. You see this theme that keeps coming out on what's important to you. So I'm gonna leave it right here. Guys, I want you to have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful week. My fire signs, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and do all the things to make the channel grow so that we can have a safe place. I want to create a safe place for people who feel like the misfits and the shy people and the people who are a little weird and quirky and who like neurodivergent things. This is a safe place. So I will talk to you soon. Bye, fire signs.